there was this summit between the two presidents and some other members of their delegations, and both sides characterized the outcome as extremely positive, constructive. They agreed upon a truce concerning the tariffs. So the present tariffs will not be increased from 10 to 25% at the beginning of the next year, which was the perspective hanging over the whole situation. But they will try to work out a comprehensive approach in the next 90 days, and maybe abandon these tariffs altogether by finding other ways to reduce the trade deficit between the United States and China, by China importing more products from the United States, agricultural products and other things. And so this is actually very good, because the rapport between President Trump and President Xi have been re-established. And this is, one of the absolute preconditions, given the fact that China and the United States are the two most important countries, in the sense that one is the strongest economy and developed country, and the other one is the strongest, not only developing country, but in the meantime, spokes country for the developing sector. So if these two countries are working together, it is extremely important for world peace and world stability. And also the fact that, there was an unbelievable provocation, a double provocation in the days before the Putin-Trump summit could occur. This has not yet been, finalized, because as Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister, correctly said, that the Ukraine crisis, this attempt by Poroshenko to provoke Russia to, by sending Ukrainian ships from the Black Sea into the Sea of Azov unannounced on a secret mission, and thereby, provoking Russia to detain some of these Ukrainian sailors. This was clearly meant, to cause a freak out, to prevent the summit Trump-Putin. But at the same time, as you said, Mueller escalated the campaign against the environment of Trump, Manafort and Roger Stone, and basically creating an environment where Trump obviously felt that he could not meet with Putin, because the Russiagate, the anti-Russia hysteria in the United States was just cooked up to a cooking point. So, this unfortunately led to the fact that they did not meet, which is unfortunate. But that Mueller is not successful, at least at this point, you can see by the fact that Trump sent out a tweet afterwards, which, caused quite a freak out, namely that he said that he can see that in the future there will be an agreement between Putin, Xi Jinping, and himself about a comprehensive new arms control system. And that caused, all the neocons to go up in the air and say, no, this is dangerous, this is high risky. And Trump also talked about that the US military budget had now reached 716 billion, and this was crazy. So this was in the tweet. So people completely on the neocon side lost their nerve about that. But there was an interesting article in Forbes magazine which described that Trump obviously has learned a lot in the last 2 years, that he realized that there is a real serious arms race already going on, which is counterproductive and doesn't help any of the countries participating in it, and then there must be an effort to overcome it. So all the people who are normally completely losing their nerve when you mention the word Trump should really look at what is the intention of Trump, what comes out in terms of his policies again and again, and what is the effort by the neocons to prevent him from doing that. And if you don't make that differentiation, you are completely missing the boat about how politics works on a strategic level right now. And you tend to go on the wrong side in the anti-Trump, anti-Putin, anti-Xi Jinping frenzy. And that is actually where the war danger comes from.